Hey everybody, I'm Delicia and thanks for tuning in to another weekly top 5. Happy Dia de los Muertos to all of you. We're a little bit early, a day early or so, but hey, I start celebrating all weekend long usually. So I have my altar behind me, as you can see. I do that every year in remembrance of family members that have gone before. Sadly, I've had to add like 4 new people this year. It's been quite the year. But anyway, I hope that you guys have had a fabulous Halloween and are not having too much candy and staying safe and healthy and just trying to have a good time out there. So again, I'm bringing 5 different cigars to the lineup this week. A few of them, actually 3 of them are new and 2 have been around for a little while. So hopefully you can find them preferably in your brick and mortar. If not, then I definitely have included the links down below so you can add these to your humidor or hopefully just to your overall week of smoking. So starting with number 5 is a new one to me. It has been out, I believe, for a little while. This is the Dama Valada, Dama Valada. So this is one of the cigars from Cigars Daily, a collaboration, more of a passion project between father-in-law and son-in-law, which was really cool. Cigars Daily, you guys are, I'm sure, are familiar with the show, with the online store that he has. So again, a collaboration between Tim Swanson and his father-in-law, Jim Campbell, to create an extensive line of American Viking cigars. So very cool, very nice background and just a lot of fun. This one caught my attention, especially with the band, as appropriate for this weekend with combining kind of Halloween and Dia de los Muertos. I love the band. It has this kind of, I don't know if that's the look they're going for, but to me she has kind of like the sugar skull face and it looks like a black veil and just like the flowers in her hair. Very cool band, definitely caught my attention, and so I loved that. And this particular cigar has Habano Rosado Oscuro wrapper, Nicaraguan binder and filler, combination notes of leather, cocoa, coffee, and a little bit of vanilla mixed in. So very nice, and of course you can find these online. And as I mentioned, I will certainly provide the links below. Moving on to number 4 is an oldie but goodie, never can go wrong. Again, definitely appropriate for the holidays with this band. I love it. This is the Sweet Jane, which is a sweeter premium cigar from Drew Estate for Deadwood Tobacco, and it's one of the now 4 sisters. And I've said it many times, I love the band on this. Each sister has a different look, has a different coloring, including the newer edition this year of the Leather Rose, which I did a review on. Just beautiful. I absolutely love the band, and once in a while I'll smoke these. I don't smoke them often. They're not like a go-to because they're a little bit on the sweeter side for me. Now, they're not considered an infused or flavored cigar, but rather an aromatic, exotic blend. Definitely sweet. They're still considered premium cigar though. So it is featuring a beautiful Maduro wrapper. The blend is always a mystery as far as what exactly is going into the binder and filler, although again, on the sweeter side of things. So for me personally, I don't recommend this cigar as a first cigar of the day if you're planning on smoking other cigars afterward, just because that sweetness will kind of hang out for a little while. Certainly a cigar that if you plan on just smoking one that day is nice. You could do it with coffee. It's really good. Personally, I like it with coffee because it adds that sweetness to it and is offset with the coffee. You can also do it as an evening smoke. So just definitely one that has about a medium body or so, but really good flavor on it. You definitely pick up like that sugar cane, kind of a caramelized sugar, but you also pick up earthy notes. You get a little bit of a pepper. You do pick up anise in the background. I can't help but think of pipe tobacco when I smoke this. It has that aroma. It has for me, even the flavor is like that. But again, just a fun one for the festivities. And moving on to number 3 is this lovely oldie but goodie. This is the Tatuaje, part of the Pudgy Monsters collection. This is Drac. I recently watched Dracula on Netflix. I don't know if you guys have seen that. Interesting spin on a lot of the vampire stuff. I always watch the vampire things. I'm weird. But anyway, I just grabbed this one from my Pudgy collection. And again, definitely a Halloween type of cigar. Tatuaje does a lot of fun with the different lines that he comes out with for Halloween and dresses up and does the whole deal. So very fun. This one is featuring an Ecuadorian Habano Maduro wrapper, Nicaraguan binder and filler. Beautiful profile of, to me, has that creamy oat kind of feel. Almost, I drink oat milk, so I pick up like the creamy oat milk feel to it, as well as like a milk chocolate. You get a little bit of cedar, you get cinnamon in there. It's nutty, and then every so often you pick up little hints of red pepper, so just really nice. Definitely a fan. If you can find it, it is harder to find this one, but I still thought it was fun and appropriate to include it. Going on to number 2 is a new cigar from Casa de Sueños. This is their second release. This is called the Fantasia, and I believe it is just launching. If not, if it's not already out, then it'll be out momentarily. And it's like right on the cusp of releasing. So very nice. It's again second edition from Casa de Sueños. Very flavorful. I love the name. I like the simplicity. However, this one has that electric blue pop to it. And then of course Fantasia. Even though it's in English, I think of Earth, Wind and Fire Fantasy. I just have that. I've had that in my head since I was like lighting this up. I can't help but associate a lot of cigars and cigar things with music. So once that happens, I get the song in my head. So that's what's in my head right now. But great flavor profile on this one. Definitely pick up a combination of a subtle anise, very earthy to begin with. There's a slight leather that's come into play, as well as kind of a white pepper and what seems to be turning into a little bit of a kind of almost a red pepper flavor. But this is my first time smoking this one, so I'm actually smoking it with you guys here, and it's just really tasty. Big fan of their first line, El Soñador. I recently posted a review of that, so if you missed it, definitely check it out. But this is a very nice follow-up cigar, and just really enjoying it. Love the aroma. And number 1 this week is going out to this Beast Mode cigar here. This is a new size for Southern Draw Jacob's Ladder Brimstone. This is the El Presidente. As I mentioned, it's like a beast mode. I happen to really like the longer, narrow vitola. So this one is the 9x48. Really, really nice. Definitely a cigar that I know it's like a day late, dollar short, but if you this would be like perfect for trick-or-treating. If you are taking your kids trick-or-treating, I know you probably shouldn't smoke cigars around the young children, so maybe that's not a great recommendation. However, maybe if you're the person at home passing out candy and you're just sitting outside, this is a longer, nice, lengthy smoke. Cutting your grass, going golfing, going for a nice drive. I mean, a number of things, or just sitting down and relaxing and taking that forced time out. But this is a beautiful vitola, has that nice covered foot to it. And again, a great offering from Southern Draw. Love their overall line, is just amazing. This one is the Pennsylvania broadleaf wrapper and binder, Nicaraguan and Dominican on the filler. Dark chocolate, damp earth a little bit on this one. I actually get that, it's funny, I pick up like that snickerdoodle cookie, so like that little spicy, sweet, there's nutmeg in it, there's a slight almond presence there, but just a really tasty cigar. Definitely has those richer dark notes. And again, one that is going to require a little bit of a timeout for you to smoke it, but great excuse, great reason to sit down and either have a really nice pot of French press coffee, or maybe something a little stronger depending on what time of day it is for you. But definitely a cigar that you should have in your humidor. Very excited about that one. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this week's top 5 recommendation. Again, I'll put the links for all of those cigars in the text below. And I do this every year. I paint. I have the same costume that I wear. I actually do it like 3 days in a row. So I do like Halloween, and then if there's any parties around that, I do this. And then of course for Dia de los Muertos, this year's a little bit different with all the places that I normally go and frequent, and the parades and all that stuff are shut down this year, but I'm still doing it. I always do my altar. I tell stories. I actually do, this year we're kind of doing a little bit different and doing some of like the FaceTime calls, but we basically tell family stories about some of the people that you see behind me here, grandparents, aunts and uncles, cousins. Just keeps the memory alive, celebrating their life, and it's a lot of fun. So thanks so much for tuning in, and I hope you guys have a fabulous rest of your week, and stay safe and healthy out there, and God bless. Cheers.